Today we're going to talk about how to make original watercolor painting greeting card. So we need to paint it first. I'm going to paint a flower on the cover. You're going to fold it this way. So the cover will be here. This is going to be the back, right? So if you're going to do vertical, it will be do it this way. You're going to do horizontal picture. You're going to be do it this way. This will be the front. This will be the cover. This will be the back. And then the inside would be here. I'm going to write a personal message. I'm going to measure exactly 10 inches. This is great. Someone mark it 5. There will be half. And we're going to mark it one more time down over here. This is good. This is 5. So I'm going to do a little quick mark over here. I'm going to have it, the stem of the flower is going to come down over here. Just put a little mark like this. And the flower, I'm going to keep it right over here. That's perfect. Like right here. And I'm going to use the tape to tape it all sides. All right, that's good. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to start my painting. Because it's a small painting, I'm only going to use the calligraphy brush. That will be fine. So wet the brush. All right, I'm going to start from the top. And I'm going to just get the red color. Take a little water. Okay, now I'm going to paint it. Right, from the top over here. Coming down, this is the light color. We're going to get a little bit darker and darker color. Okay, that's good. Coming down right here, that's good enough. Okay, here you go. Coming on this side, look at it. Look at the layer, the petal of the flower. This is good. That's good. Right there. And at the bottom over here, I'm going to lift up a little bit because I don't want this color coming into the yellow too much. So I'm going to take the yellow color. I'm going to put it right at the bottom. And you see the color a little bit merging to each other. This is perfect. Like that. Okay, this is the foundation color. After that, we're going to layer a little bit darker color, and which is very easy to create the form of the flower. Now I'm going to continue going down. I'm going to take the yellow and the blue color, and it will look like the green. Okay, this is good. I'm going to start from here, right from the middle over here, and take a look. And look at where is it going. I'm going to put it down, continue. Okay, coming over here. And then coming down. This is good. Okay, now I'm going to have it a little bit darker. So get a little bit more blue. Oop. Get a little bit yellow. Okay, a little bit darker. Here you go. Now over here, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Beautiful. Now also in the middle over here, also a little bit darker, like that. And still very wet, so it won't keep the form. So this is pretty good. Simple the better. Now I'm going to go to both sides, 2 leaves. So I'm going to mix a little bit thicker color. So get the blue, get the yellow, right? This is good. Now I'm going to start from maybe this one first. I'm going to take a look. And a little bit lower than that. Make it a little bit dynamic. Put it down and then put it down a little bit more. And a little bit more. Push it down and a little bit more. That's good. Now merge into here. And here you go. Coming together. And actually see a little bit over to this side. Like that. With a nice tip. Okay, now come to the other side. Now do the same thing. Now take a look on here. I'm gonna push it down and push it way down. And I'm gonna change I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow. I want it to be a little bit brighter. Here you go. Now, continue. It is actually wet into wet. Coming a little bit more in here. And then coming in, and then close and close, and coming here. Now I'm gonna continue up over here. That's good. Like that. And coming down all together. Down over here. Okay, this is pretty good. That is the foundation. Now after we painting this, now we look at the top. It's already dry. So now we can start working into that. So first I'm gonna get the little red color. So don't use too much water. It's not fully dry yet, okay? So maybe I start from the top. The top we painted first, so it'll be a little bit more drier, right, than the bottom. So I'm gonna take a look at the little bit darker color right in the middle, like that. That's good. And see this petal, also a little bit darker on this side, and coming a little bit down like this. Oh, it's still wet. This is good, right? And coming onto this side, take a little bit dark color coming down over here. So make it a little bit softer. This is good. And here can be a little bit more. Okay, this is good. Now, right in the middle, now I'm gonna put a little bit darker red. Here you go. Coming like this. So seeing some light coming from this side. When you see the light from this side, the other side, the light from all over here, it would make it feel like three-dimensional. Okay. So the lighting is very important in our painting. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Now I'm going to use just a little water, right? Just open up the brush, a little bit water, and I'm going to get a little bit yellow. So get a little bit clean yellow over here. Okay, this is good. I'm going to have a little yellow. Open it up like this. Make it feel a little bit brighter. Okay, coming down. That's good. And stop. And over here too. It looks like we're going to need another layer. Okay, to make it even more separate. Okay, that's good. So now I'm going to clean the brush. I need to remove a little color over here. I want this a little bit lighter. Okay, just use the water, lift it up. Okay, that's pretty good. I also make it a little bit softer, right? So on this side, also lift up a little bit color, make it a little bit softer. That's just good. All right, this is good. I love those texture over here, and just over here, maybe soften that a little bit. But the bottom looks really good. And now I'm gonna come to the other side and have the little bit more darker red. Okay, here you go. You're seeing a little petal on the other side. Okay, here we go. Like that. If you want to be darker than the red, in that case, you need to get a little bit blue color. So now over here, I'm gonna just also add that a little bit darker here. I'm gonna add a little darker over here. Okay, this is good. Like that. And the tip over here, a little bit darker. Like that. This is good. And we're gonna wait and before we come back over here to add the little detail. At the bottom, we're gonna have a little bit more yellow and just a little bit darker, just almost like a little bit light brown color. So I'm gonna make this to be also a little bit darker on this side, right? That is good. We're gonna add a little bit coming down here and also have a little bit more like a light brown color. Here you go, right here. And coming in, that's very nice. We just need to finish the top and make it continue. This is good. That is a good, very good suggestions for the shadow. Now, the flower is almost done. We're just gonna wait until it fully dry. And now we're gonna come down to the leaf. I'm gonna take the blue color, a little bit more blue. Here you go. Now, we're gonna take a look at the tip over here and have one side a little bit darker. I'm gonna have that inside over here a little bit darker like that. Okay, now it's good. I'm gonna make this side look like a little bit fold of the leaf. Okay, and coming over here. Now make this a little bit darker. You see the different value, dark and light. I'm gonna make this side a little bit darker. So make the inside over here a little bit lighter. It will be standing out, right? This is good. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have a little bit more yellow color to make it a little bit brighter. Now here you go. I'm gonna continue with this. Coming closer over here. And now I'm gonna just use the water, which is at a little bit green color. I'm gonna blend it. Okay, this is good. Now you see, this is look like a little bit more like a folding. Okay, I'm not gonna make that all close together. And also maybe come out a little bit more, right? Okay, I'm gonna come out a little bit more and have here and even come out a little bit. Okay, this brush is very easy to control the shape and it's so sharp and clear. And this is good. I want to make that a little bit darker. The tip over there. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. Here you go. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker blue. You see that? That is a much darker green color. Right? This is good. I'm gonna make this also tip. Put a little bit darker color in here. Now this is good. I'm gonna have from here, I'm gonna just put a little bit, this is maybe a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna come back to that. I'm just going to use a little bit darker, a little bit lighter green color and right in the middle because the light coming from both sides, right? So coming on this side, I'm gonna add a little bit red color, make it a little bit darker. And so I'm gonna put this dark color onto this side. That's good. And coming in here like this. So make a little bit more three-dimensional feeling of this. And so this is good. Now I'm gonna come to this leaf. And then we're gonna come back to the flower. And the painting will be finished, right? Okay, now what I'm gonna do, we're gonna get a little bit more blue. It's almost there, getting there, right? And get this is good. This should be dark enough. I'm gonna come to the tip over here. Okay, like this. Nice. Coming over. Now I'm gonna stop. It's still wet. I'm gonna come back over here to soften it. Now I'm gonna have a little bit green color over here. I'm also going to have a little bit more yellow, have a little bit lighter, right? Have fun with this. I want to open up the brush. You can see that? Open up the hair of the brush. And I'm going to have this like that. Coming down over here. That's good. You see the texture? It's beautiful. It looks like just like the leaf. Okay. Now I'm going to have a little bit water softer and connect that over a little bit and then soften that a little bit. This is good. I'm going to keep the little drive and a little bit over here, a little bit darker. Oh, this is good. Okay, so that's the tip of here. I'm going to soften that a little bit, make it gradually. Now this is good. Now what we're gonna do, come back over here to finish the flower. And I'm gonna get back to the red. Okay, a little fold right here. Can you see it? Right over here. That's good. That's good suggestions. And a little bit over here too. Like that. Very good. And have actually I can see a little water drop over there too. I'm very good with making water drop, so I'm gonna just have a little bit over here like this and the shape around. I'm gonna also have a little bit color over here, and inside the water drop, we can also have a little bit difference, and we can just add a little red, a little tiny, okay, right in the middle. Here you go, right here, like that. That's good. It will feel like a water drop. Okay. All right, and outside, I'm gonna also add a little bit contrast, so make it feel like, this is lighter and this side, like that. This is good. I'm gonna add a little detail over here. Let's see a little big line coming down. Okay, this is very good. I'm gonna have a little bit darker, a little brown color. I'm gonna make that a little bit more clear. That's good enough. And now this tulip is finished. Now the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna making the card. This painting is fully dried, and you can use your hand to touch it. So making sure there's no curving, no bump up. Be a little careful, some tape may be rip off your paper. So you know what tape work well with your paper. It's important. Now, what the next thing we're gonna do, we're going to draw a line. You see the whole paper is very good, right? Very flat, no curving. Making sure the ruler is already clean, already wash it. Now I'm gonna use this metal chopstick. Now I'm gonna hold it down and screw it all the way. And it should be one time is fine. I'm using this very soft cardboard and actually making these indentations very nicely. Can you see that? Very nice. And then I'm going to just fold it. Here you go. Your card is finished. Hopefully you're having fun making your own original watercolor painting greeting card.